That's how we don't play that at all. But we do play good music. And Bridge Nation, man, tell you the truth. It's an honor, Jerusalem, to have in the studio with us.
Yes, sir.
Not just only a beautiful woman, but a very talented woman. And a woman who will push say, yo, everything.
All right, continue.
Hold on, maybe do my intro, bro.
Yeah, intro, bro. Sorry.
Sheesh.
I'm sorry, man.
From the start, again, Bridge Nation.
Yes,
we got a beautiful woman in the studio. But she's also very talented. She knows the music. She appreciates the music. And everything about her is organic. That we just want to make you tell me. That's all I wanted. I needed that part to get
set up, eh?
Yeah,
tough. Yeah.
Bridge Nation, we got YEZA in the building. YEZA, Wagwan.
There, I'm so happy to be here.
It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure.
Bless up yourself.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to have you here. Now, YEZA, we hear the music. We've been hearing the music. Of course, Rory Stone Love family here with us at the Bridge 99 FM. So you don't know, we always are rinsing music. But Jerusalem and I, we always had to ask the question. We always found ourselves asking the question, how does YEZA describe her music? Are you in a box? Are you a reggae artist? Are you a dancehall artist? How would you describe your song?
I think I am a hybrid, so that's why I'm call my thing Rude Girl Roots, because it's like you hear certain elements of dancehall, certain elements of reggae, because I feel like I'm just like a concoction of both elements based on just my upbringing. It's like, like we hear the saying all the time that you're a product of your environment. And I feel like that is definitely, it speaks true for me, because growing up in Bull Bay, we hear like sound systems regular. Every sound system start off by playing reggae music and then them go into dancehall music, and I grew up listening to that 24/7. So it's like I never chose between the two of them necessarily in terms of just my sound, So I think that just come out in the music.
I kind of have a different perspective from what you say in terms of just looking at you.
Really?
Yeah, you're me tell you what I mean by that.
All right, tell me.
Even though you do both, you have the image of a dancehall artist with the content of a reggae artist.
That's interesting.
That's what I see.
Okay.
So you look like you have the dancehall look. So I would say once I say, oh, this is a dancehall artist. But when I listen to you, I'm like, oh, this is excellent content, man. Jeez, and the girl are really, really talented,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we get what you're saying in terms of you have both, definitely both. But in terms of the look, that's it. Because if I just see it, say, oh, it's a dancehall artist.
Yeah,
when we hear the content, you're like, oh my,
I feel you. But I mean, if you listen to what I said, it's not contradicting what you said. It's just a matter of how you personally see that coming out.
True.
You understand? How is it being expressed? And you think that it's more expressed visually,
yeah, visually
from
when
the
I see her,
level.
I think you're a dancehall artist.
And you think that it's expressed vocally and in terms of the message and the content of the music with reggae. It's not conflicting what I said. It's just in terms of the expression of it.
So what you get from other persons, like the patrons, do them?
I think a lot of people they're I would say alarmed when them say I do reggae music.
I told you.
Yeah, because it's not just traditional, and I think it's because of the same aspect like of the rude girl roots I talk about. You feel me? Whereas it is really just me in terms of where I am now and my experiences that have led me here. And we just have to go back to where I grew up, like it's dancehall is where we go out literally and physically, and we put on our best.
True.
We'll put on our best, and like my lane, Star of the East. You see me? Everybody used to live on Star of the East lane, and when you hear say dance, I keep on Star of the East, you find your best clothes. I'm not talking about church clothes. You understand?
Right.
And you go out and you show yourself. But then at the end of the day, I'm a multifaceted and I would say human being, and I put a lot of thought and depth into what I'm doing.
Can hear it in the lyrics.
True.
Yeah.
Respect,
so
man.
it's just me as a person. So I feel like it doesn't have to exist separately, and that's really
so
me.
when you take that approach, right, because it's something new you're coming with, you know that, right?
I actually never really made it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a new, so it's kind of hard to get used to,
because
you're seeing a dancehall mixed with a reggae thing, you understand? So you're a pioneer, a new thing. I'm sure it's going to work, but
I appreciate how you see it.
The patient is that you have to be patient though, because it's new in terms of, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it will definitely work, and you're going to have a very long-lasting career, because you're going to have to build a real fan base to kind of sustain it. But why never take the easy way out in terms of like just the dancehall?
Dancehall for me is like there is a specific cap. and this is no disrespect to dancehall music,
Right.
No, man,
but I feel like
man.
in
Yeah.
terms of growth, for example, I can go to a level where maybe Spice is at or Shensia. That's easy for me. That's very, very easy. But at the same time, there's a lot more to me that I want to express.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I feel like, why would I choose this and then put myself at a cap permanently,
Yeah.
right? Rather than just exploring my full potential, which in my meds not stop yasso.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel
yeah.
me? Just with all due respect. You feel me? So a lot of the content we even want to talk about, I haven't even expressed yet. And I know that the dancehall space is just not in a frame of mind to
Take on certain
take
topics,
on
yeah.
that or for even meds them someday. So I wouldn't do that. That would be to me an injustice to self.
So yes, do you feel like that's why you consider yourself the hybrid? That's the safer route, because each genre, not just dancehall, but each genre has a cap in terms of how you choose to express yourself. You think that's why you chose the hybrid way of expressing yourself?
Yeah. And with the hybrid, I feel like I lean more towards reggae music because it allow me to do what I want in terms of speaking that. But the only conflict is like them expect you to be like, on long dress.
See, they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that upon that.
But what I realize is that the more and more I put out content and music, people starting to understand and just resonate with the fact, say, my image is not in any way disrespectful to self or to others. And if you really want to get into history, I'm a history major, by the way.
Respect.
You're going to see that when you go back to Kemet and all of those other places, even on the continent at present, you realize that a certain level, how we look at the external is not necessarily the root or the historical legacy where we left behind as African people. So that's just another thing for people look into in terms of how much they want to pre that as outer line. You feel me? So I can go there.
If people need to hear, make bridges and hear the dancehall.
I think it's a perfect segue into the song where we know YEZA people are talk about. Organic. We have to make people hear that tune now.
All right.
Bridge Nation, miss this.
Walk out all the tick, y'all them. Simmers and they fatty cause peer problem. Show your sexy body cause it a done them. Anytime you touch the road, appear excitement. Big up every natural body, girl in a the place. Organic, but they dynamic. Never cut a thing from a nice clean body. Me still got it, still a black traffic. Natural body, queen rolling, you wanna kid. Me organic, but they volcanic. Enough of them are pre, cause them know say we a bit. Naturally,
Jerusalem. Ask you a question.
Hey,
Jerusalem.
Hey, Izza, why you doing? Why you doing this to us?
No, Jerusalem, I've asked you as a man, right? What's to the dancehall space?
Yeah,
dancehall
true.
sound this way here, right?
Yeah,
You know,
man, a
from
dancer
YEZA, right?
beat this man. 90s bounce.
Yeah. How refreshing is it as a man who appreciates dancehall, especially appreciate women in the space of dancehall? How do you approach how YEZA tackle this thing in terms of organic body, especially in the dancehall? It matter to us as men, like back in the day. 'Cause you know we used to hear man say.
What do you mean if it matters to us?
Man,
If
because
a woman naturally have it or if it's a plastic body, if it make a difference?
because
There's
YEZA
a major
herself.
difference, of course.
No, but YEZA, you can't tell me I'm wrong, you know. 'Cause you say, look a thing, you try look a job, pun intended, to the dolly them.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Never realized.
And I be the dolly them. Yeah, the plastic dolly them in a dancer Jerusalem. So I'm just saying as a man, how you approach that in a dancer? You think there's space for organic women in a
Even if
dancer?
it's space,
I'm just saying.
Bro,
I'm just saying.
what's better than natural? That's what I want to know.
Nothing.
All right.
But there's
Story ends.
you think it end?
Yeah, it end there.
You think
What's
Nah,
better
but
than
you know.
natural?
why not end, YEZA?
It's not getting because everybody have their own opinions about what is what, and we live in a very liberal culture, and it's getting more and more liberal every day, especially with the influence of America, all of them stuff. So I mean, we know what it is.
Yeah. So with organic, YEZA, what were you looking to achieve? Not just for yourself, because I've been listening to your reasoning so far. A lot of what you put into your music, you're able to stand by it because you can defend yourself as a person. You can stand by your lyrics and defend yourself as a person.
Yeah.
But for a young woman, a young girl, especially a young woman who struggles, not as confident as you are,
Yeah.
what would you hope they get from a song like Organic?
It's very simple. Like when I listen to music that's already out there, and I listen to dancehall music, it's just I've never really heard much in terms of tackling this specifically. And I feel like if me is a girl, I may try to live naturally going to the gym, I need some encouragement. That's the first thing. I don't hear the encouragement for, the women who want to just live and accept themselves how they are. And word sound is power.
True.
The studies were going in terms of like how effective affirmations are just profound. So like for me, music in itself can be an affirmation for especially those women who want to live and just know say they're beautiful same way. If you're not hearing that after a while, you stop believing it. So I felt like I needed to say something, especially as I feel like I'm a representative of such. So I had to just come out and say something for the girl and the woman then we need that. You feel me? Yeah.
Respect. Now, of course, Organic, that's a song you're pushing right now. That's a project you're pushing right now.
Yes.
And how what's the reception been like? You proud of what you have to go on already?
Yeah, like exactly what I just said a while ago. The women, they're saying, oh my God, I don't know what to say, but I needed this. And them never know to them they need it, but now them realize to them they need it. And that just give me all the satisfaction in the world.
Respect. Of course, yes, we want the Bridge Nation to continue to support you and your music. So just let the Bridge Nation know where they can find you and your music.
All right, guys. So you don't know, you can find me on all socials, and that's YEZA Music, YEZA Music on all socials, Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, you name it. Find me.
We love that.
Yeah, Bridge Nation, and I'm encouraging you to give her definitely listen to her. Give her lyrics. Listen to her lyrics.
Facts.
She has good content and
Facts.
she sound good too. So and she look good too. So
yeah,
the full package.
And a part of the reason I'm wanting to support her is because we're tired of talk about the same three people, especially women.
No,
in the
yeah,
dance.
no, we'll heap a woman in the dance.
But just I say, we want to start talk about yes, sir.
But yes, I don't want to dance. She don't want to go into the dancehall space. Yes, there's going to be a superstar, bro.
You never know what's going to come next,
Yeah, true.
So that's YEZA Bridge Nation. Support her music. Organic ladies, we love you. And YEZA, make sure so we are going to continue loving you. So I really appreciate it, YEZA. Thanks for passing through.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, our pleasure as always.
Big up.
All right, Bridge Nation. Yeah, man, that was a nice Artist. Big up down to Jerusalem.
Yeah, man, artists.
Well needed discussion.
Big artists, Next 3 years we can. The PR people and for PR people to talk to next PR person. Yeah, man, go.
Yeah, big up YEZA all the time. All right, big up YEZA.